Hey babes, it's Siren, the conjurer and the creatrix at SirensSerenity, and I'm back again with a brand new video all about making your very own magical moon water and how to use it. But first, if you are a magical being and you would love to hear more magical and witchy insight from me, please hit that subscribe button and like this video. It would mean the world to me. So thank you so much, and let's get into it. So today is a full moon. It's a full moon in Scorpio to be exact. And what better way than bringing in a full moon than making moon water? So I wanted to do a video explaining how I like to make my moon water and different things I like to add to it and different ways I like to use it and incorporate it in my life and my practice. So I'm going to share all of that with you guys today. First, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what full moon water actually is. So essentially, full moon water is water that is placed outside overnight under the full moon. You can actually make moon water with any moon phase, but today we're going to focus on full moon water. So you would take this jar, this bottle, and you would place this outside all night long under the full moon. And by doing that, it's going to soak in and take in the moon's energy and the moon's power. And then by morning time, you have a charged, ready to go, full moon, magical moon water. Okay, so then with the full moon, that's all about growth and bringing things to fruition. So you would use that water, this full moon water, for things that need growth. Which I will get into in a little bit. But anything that you want to bring life to or bring growth to or bring to fruition, you would add this water to. Moon water is really, really easy to make, and I'm pretty sure you probably have everything you need already at home to make it. Okay, so the first thing that you'll need is like a jar or a bottle, something to put your water, your moon water in. I suggest you use glass. It's healthier and it's safer. But yeah, you could do a jar. I found this really cool, pretty bottle that I love. I found this at a thrift store, and I just love it because it's pretty and it looks really nice sitting on my altar. But you can find really cool different bottles and really cool different jars at thrift stores and even yard sales, okay? So the first thing you need is a jar or a bottle or some type of glass container that you can seal, that has like a cork or that has like a sealable lid on it, okay? So the next thing that you are going to need is, of course, water. I suggest that you use spring water. That's my favorite, and I think it's just it's a more natural water. So, or you can use really any water, whatever water you prefer, just use it. But I always like to use spring water. And then you are going to take your water of your choice. Just make sure it's drinkable if you plan on using your moon water to drink. Okay, you would fill up your jar or your bottle or your jar with the water, and then you would just leave your jar or your bottle outside all night long on a full moon. You want to make sure that it's a night when it's not super cloudy, that the moon is visible and that it's shining directly on your water. Okay, so definitely that's one thing you need to make sure of. If it's a cloudy night, maybe wait until the next night, because full moon energy is for about 3 days before the actual full moon and 3 days after. So you have a few days to get this in. Okay, so definitely make sure it's a clear night, not a cloudy night, and make sure that your moon water is in direct line with the moon for at least a little bit, a good period of time. Now, if you're in a situation where you can't leave your moon water outside or you can't leave anything outside, you can always leave it in your windowsill and make sure your shades are up and it's in, a direct line of the moon, and that will work too. The next way to add to your moon water is by adding herbs and flowers, okay? So you can add different herbs and flowers that hold different energies for a certain purpose, or if you just like a flavor of a certain herb and you plan on, let's say, adding your moon water to tea, you can always do that. I love to sometimes add rose petals to my moon water and then add a little bit of my moon water to my goddess baths or to my teas or anything like that. So definitely you can get creative with this and add different herbs and flowers to your liking, but just make sure if you plan on drinking your moon water to add herbs and flowers that are safe to eat. The next way to add a little something extra to your moon water is by adding crystals, okay? So you can choose a crystal that corresponds and has a certain energy to add to the energy of that full moon water. And some of my favorites and some safe crystals to add to water are citrine. This is a really good one. I don't know if you guys, hopefully you can see that good. And then green aventurine is always really great to add. You could add these two. These would be great for money, to attract money or to work with money energy. And then always rose quartz is a great one for love and beauty and femininity. And then clear quartz, you can put clear quartz in with your moon water to really set the intention for any type of work that you're working with, okay? So you can add crystals to really amp up that full moon energy, and so your full moon water corresponds and works with the energy that you're going to be working with this full moon water. Adding herbs and crystals into your moon water is totally optional. You don't have to do it. You really just need a jar and some water and a full moon or any moon phase to make moon water. But those are just fun ways to add to it. And one thing we cannot forget is to set intentions over your full moon water. Okay, so do this when you take it outside or before you take it outside at some point. Set intentions and speak over and tell the moon in this water what you would like to do. You can make your own invocation or your own saying. I'm sure you can look some up online, but just make sure that you say how you want this water to absorb the full moon's energy and take in its energy and power, and to help you bring things in your life into fruition. Next, I want to get into how you can use and incorporate magical moon water into your life and into your practice. So let's say that your jar of water, your moon water, has sat under the moon for a full night and it's charged, it's ready to go. When you pick up the jar, you can feel the energy radiating off of it, and it's potent, powerful, and you're ready to use it. So how do you use it? Where do you use it? Well, there's so many different ways, and literally it's endless. But I'm going to tell you guys some of my favorite ways, and it's all up to you, and do what resonates with you always, okay? So what I do for my business is I use moon water to make my my cleansing sprays. I have a lavender spray and I have a sage spray, and I use the water that are in the bottles. Those are all made from moon water. I also really love using moon water for my teas. I mean, I don't use it for every cup of tea, but if it's like a new moon, or if I'm doing a special ritual or something like that, I will always use moon water in my teas. My absolute favorite way to use moon water is to water my plants. At least once a week, I will pour some moon water in the plant, and I swear they thrive and they love some moon water. You can use moon water to cleanse your crystals. You can use moon water to add to your ritual baths, your cleansing baths. Like I said earlier, I love to add rose petal to my moon water and then add it to when I take goddess baths. And you can add it to really anything that you incorporate water with, you can put it in your essential oil diffusers. That's another great way, and something that I love to do. You can add a little bit, just pour a little bit in when you're starting your washer, just so your clothes and they have, or your towels or whatever it may be, or your sheets maybe, they have that extra energy and that spark from the full moon. Okay, so you can, if you have a humidifier in your house, you can always add moon water to that. You can give your pets moon water, as long as there's no herbs that's been put in your moon water. If it was just straight water charged by the moon, you can give it to your pets. That's a really nice thing to do. And of course, you can use it within your spells, in your rituals. That's the #1 way that most of the time you'll find that moon water is used. In spells and rituals, you can use moon water as offerings to your deities or to your ancestors. You can also use moon water within your floor washes. So I love to add full moon water to my floor wash, or even just your washes that your door wash and your window wash. And just to promote and to give that energy around your home and that full moon, that growth, and it's really, really powerful. Another great way is that you can cook with moon water. And yeah, there's so many different ways. These are just a few of my favorite ways. I hope you all enjoyed my magical moon water video, and I hope you guys all have a beautiful, magical full moon. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more magical insight, manifestation, and magic videos from me, definitely subscribe. That would mean the world to me. So I am sending you guys so much love. If you want to follow me in real time, check out below in the description box all my different social media links. And thanks for watching.